Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing great today because we've got some seriously exciting Cowboys content to unpack. If you're a fan of the Dallas Cowboys or just love following NFL rumors and player moves, this one's definitely for you. We're going deep into some of the hottest rumors floating around right now about the Cowboys' cornerback situation, potential trades, and some big questions around key defensive players. So, sit back, relax, and let's break it all down. First up on the rumor mill, the cornerback dilemma the Cowboys are facing as they look toward next season. It's been widely reported that Dallas is weighing its options between potentially signing Rasul Douglas or bringing back veteran Stephon Gilmore. Both are talented players, but they represent two very different approaches, and that's what makes this conversation so interesting. Rasul Douglas, a younger corner who has shown flashes of elite ball skills, especially last season where he led the league in interceptions, offers the Cowboys upside and physicality. He's got that big-bodied 6'2" frame that you want on the outside, especially when you're trying to match up against the league's elite receivers. The big question with Douglas is consistency, particularly with tackling and occasionally losing his man in coverage when matched with speedier opponents. But at 27 years old, he's still in his prime and could easily be molded into a true shutdown corner under the right coaching staff. On the flip side, Stephon Gilmore brings a completely different set of qualities. He's a proven veteran, a former Defensive Player of the Year, who knows how to lock down receivers at an elite level. Gilmore's experience and savvy reading of the game can't be overstated. However, he's 33 now and has had some injury setbacks recently, plus a hefty price tag that may not make the best financial sense for Dallas given their salary cap situation. The question here is whether the Cowboys want to invest in proven veteran reliability or take a chance on younger talent with more years left to play. Personally, I'm leaning toward Rasul Douglas. He represents a cost-effective way to solidify the secondary with long-term potential, and if he continues developing, the Cowboys could have a true cornerstone cornerback for years to come. But, of course, if they want to push for immediate playoff success, Gilmore's lockdown ability could be the edge they need to hold up against elite receivers in critical moments. Moving from the cornerback position, the next big name making headlines is Trey Hendrickson, the pass rusher who exploded onto the scene with the Cincinnati Bengals. Hendrickson is one of those players who quietly accumulated sacks and pressures season after season, finally breaking out with 14.5 sacks in 2022 and continuing his high level of production afterward. His skill set would be an incredible asset for the Cowboys, who have a formidable linebacker in Micah Parsons but could benefit immensely from pairing him with a relentless edge rusher like Hendrickson. Parsons had an impressive 13 sacks last season but still needs complementary pressure from his teammates to maximize his impact. Hendrickson fits perfectly in Dan Quinn's defensive scheme, which emphasizes aggressive edge rushing and versatility in pass rush alignments. The potential synergy between Parsons and Hendrickson could transform the Cowboys' defense into one of the most feared in the league. However, the sticking point is cost. Hendrickson is not going to come cheap as a free agent. He's likely to command double-digit millions per year on the open market, which will force Dallas to make tough decisions regarding their salary cap. They might need to move some players or restructure contracts to clear space. But given how critical pass rush is to winning in today's NFL, especially in the NFC East where every game can be a slugfest, this investment could pay huge dividends. If the Cowboys front office decides to go all in on their defense, bringing in Hendrickson would be a masterstroke that elevates the entire unit. The alternative is to save money and hope Parsons can continue his dominance, but adding Hendrickson would make them a legitimate top 5 defense instantly. Now, let's turn to a wildcard, Travon Diggs. Diggs is an intriguing figure in Cowboys lore. Just a couple of years ago, he was the league's interception leader, a dynamic ballhawk who could flip the momentum of a game in an instant. That 11-interception 2021 season put him on the map, but since then, injuries and some inconsistent play have muddied the waters. The situation became even more complicated when Dallas extended a qualifying offer to Diggs, which he declined, presumably to test free agency and maximize his contract potential. The gamble didn't pay off quite as expected, and Diggs found himself without much interest from top teams right away. Eventually, he signed with the New York Jets late into the 2024 season, but while he had some good moments, his overall impact was underwhelming. The question now is, will the Cowboys consider bringing him back? The answer might surprise you. There's a lot of logic in a low-risk, one-year deal to bring Diggs back into the fold. He knows the system, the coaches, and the teammates. If he can return to even a fraction of his previous form, he's a huge asset on special teams and as a depth player in the secondary. On the other hand, Dallas has added talent in the secondary recently, and with younger corners pushing for playing time, the team may feel ready to move on and invest in fresh faces like Douglas. Still, a return for Diggs would be a fan-favorite move, a redemption arc that many would rally behind. From a football standpoint, giving him a short-term prove-it deal might be exactly what both sides need. All these rumors paint a picture of a Cowboys team at a crossroads defensively. They want to strengthen their secondary but are also looking to bolster their pass rush, a combination that is vital for any championship contender in the NFL. With cornerbacks, it's a delicate balance between experience and youth. Douglas offers a fresh, hungry option with upside and a reasonable contract expectation. Gilmore represents the known quantity but at a potential financial and age-related cost. On the pass rush front, Hendrickson could be a game-changer if the Cowboys are willing to invest in their defense heavily. He brings not just sacks but consistent pressure that forces mistakes, creating turnovers and shortening drives. And then there's Diggs, a wild card that could either return as a valuable depth piece or become a casualty of the team's evolving defensive plans. In my opinion, the smart move for Dallas is to aggressively pursue Rasul Douglas first. He fits the mold of what the Cowboys need: size, ball skills, and youth. Locking him down early would give the team stability in a crucial defensive position for years. Following that, going after Hendrickson as a free agent would bolster the pass rush to elite levels. Sure, it's a financial commitment, but if the Cowboys want to push for a Super Bowl, investing in pass rush and cornerbacks is where they need to put their chips. As for Gilmore, he could serve as a fallback option if negotiations with Douglas or Hendrickson don't pan out, but I wouldn't prioritize him given the salary cap and his age. Bringing back Diggs on a short, low-cost deal would be a savvy move. He's familiar with the system and can provide depth and special teams contributions. It's a no-brainer to at least test the waters with him in training camp and see what he can still offer. From a fan perspective, there's a lot of excitement and debate swirling on social media. Many fans are rallying behind Douglas as the best long-term solution at cornerback. They love his potential and think the Cowboys should build around younger talent rather than older veterans. Others still want to see Gilmore come back because of his veteran leadership and proven track record. When it comes to Hendrickson, there's broad consensus that the Cowboys need a boost on the edge, and he fits that perfectly. As for Diggs, fans are split between hoping for a return and feeling the team needs to move on. All these opinions reflect a team hungry for defensive dominance and a playoff push, which is exactly where Dallas wants to be. To wrap this all up, the Cowboys are at a critical point with their defense as they plan for next season. Signing Rasul Douglas would bring youthful talent and ball skills to the secondary. Pursuing Trey Hendrickson would inject elite pass rush ability and create a fearsome defensive front. Stephon Gilmore might be a backup plan but would bring veteran savvy if money allows. And Travon Diggs could be a sentimental and strategic signing if brought back on a prove-it deal. These moves, if handled correctly, could transform the Cowboys' defense from a good unit into a truly elite one, positioning Dallas for a deep playoff run. As always, I want to hear from you. Who do you want the Cowboys to sign or trade for? Which of these rumors excites you the most? Let me know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this deep dive, please like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss the next Cowboys update or breaking NFL rumor. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, bringing you the latest and greatest in Cowboys news. I'll catch you next time. Go Cowboys!